All right, cameraman, where are they? You told me to be here on time. I'm here on time. I'm getting ready. We're Punk and Cabana.
They're on their way. We'll get the promo in.
Oh, jeez. If they're on their way, I forgot that I have 10 years in the business. They got 10 combined. Hey, Cole, what's up?
Buddy, how you doing? What are you talking to the cameraman for?
Because I have no one else to talk to. Where's Punk?
Hey, what about me?
Oh, sorry. I have him, but what about Punk?
Punk is kind of loco in El Cabeza, if you know what I'm saying, dude. I don't know.
He's just
Chicago, my friend.
What happened in Chicago? I missed it. They didn't book me.
You didn't get booked for that one, dude. The embassy and his eye, dude, he went nuts. He's like gotten in his eyes. He's been going crazy. He went to the doctor. Blue blockers are doing nothing for him, Carino.
Is he gonna be here tonight?
I don't know. He's crazy, man. He just went on his own. He sent me in the building. He kind of did his own thing. I just know I'm here. He said he'll be here tonight. It's not really a big deal. So
We're gonna have 3 matches tonight.
yeah, obviously.
Oh my God.
I'm just giving you the update. 411 here.
All right. I guess it's me and you then.
Rock and roll, man. Well, what? You got one of your dudes with you or what?
Yeah.
Can we fill him in if you don't come? He said he'll be here.
Yeah, he'll be here.
He said he'll be here. All right, man.
All right. Freaking ego he's got. Thanks, man.
Yep. Hey.
Hey,
see you later.
hey, yeah.
Hey.
Good
all
times,
right,
great
yeah,
memories.
Yeah, we'll do good stuff tonight, right?
All right.
You want to just cut the promo, Steve?
Yeah.
Should I get my gear?
You might have to.
All right.
All right, I'm ready. All right.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Tonight's a big night for the Extreme Horsemen. 6-man tournament. The winners of the tournament get to book their own matches. Though CM Punk might be a little crazy and he's hurt, he's got blinded eye or whatever the hell's going on in his life. Colt Cabana, great talent, could be an Extreme Horseman one day. Close. What I worry about is winning the tournament so I can book my own matches. Because I have an agenda. First, more matches for Ricky Landell and Alex Law. Second, a raise. Third, one more time with Homicide. And Homicide, I'm begging you, if you win this tournament and somehow I don't, I'm begging for that request. And the fourth one, world title match. I've been here 3 years, taking some time off, but I'm always in an important match. World title match. So when I win the tournament tonight, the Extreme Horsemen will be in ROH in full force. And I'm not talking just Steve Carino. That's right. Gabe Sapolsky's greatest nightmare, C.W. Anderson, and Simon Diamond will make their debuts in ROH when I'm running the show. Tonight is the night of the Extreme Horsemen.
We are Don and Marcos and El Generico, and tonight in the 6-man tournament, we're going to keep the momentum going from last week in Scramble Cage. And Carnage Crew, we're sorry we had to do what we had to do, but we had to take advantage of the opportunity, just like we're going to do tonight.
Welcome to Philadelphia. The date is March 5th, 2005. You are about to witness Ring of Honor's first ever 6-man tag team tournament. You'll see 8 big teams compete tonight. Each member of the winning team gets to book their own match. I'm supposed to be joined by CM Punk. My name is Jimmy Bauer. Punk is missing in action, which is odd since his students are coming into the ring now. They were granted a spot in this tournament. The odds are against them though, as they face Generation Next. first-round matches. And, well, look who's decided to join me. CM Punk, welcome to the broadcast booth.
I'm going to be a man of very few words right here, Jimmy Bowers. My kids are about to lock up with Generation Next. You see, I'm in one of those famous CM Punk moods.
Well, Punk, I don't blame you. The last time we saw you, you were sprayed in the eyes with bug spray by the embassy, and your girlfriend, Tracy Brooks, was given the rave clash by Jimmy Rave.
Yeah, it definitely hasn't been a good week for CM Punk.
How's your eyesight, Punk?
My eyesight is horrible, actually. I got about 80% vision in my left eye, and I'm not allowed to wear contacts. I got a scratched cornea. I got a pulled hamstring. I got a beat-up girlfriend, and I got a very large chip on my shoulder. I've been looking for Jimmy Rave since I got here. A lot of people think I'm MIA, but I just gave my students some last-minute advice. I'm not turning my backs on them like they just turned their backs on Generation Next.
Well, that was a rookie mistake right there. You can't blame them. They turned their backs against a dangerous team like Generation Next. Austin Aries, your ROH World Champion. Jack Evans and Roderick Strong taking it to the first graduating class of the ROH Wrestling School. That's Anthony Franco getting chopped by Roderick Strong and military pressed. Here comes Shane Hagedorn, big backbreaker.
Now, it's clear that they don't have the edge and experience, but I think the referee needs to gain a little bit of control of this match here.
It's six-man action as we have Davey Andrews now. No, he reverses things. Nice German with the bridge. There's that high flying from Jack Evans. I mean, the big mistake here was turning their backs on Generation Next. I guess that they'll have to learn that lesson the hard way.
Well, these kids all got big targets on their chest because they are my students. Imagine all the people that hate me. That hate pretty much got transferred to all these kids, but they're all tough.
That will be it. CM Punk, you're up next. I already see you wearing your tights.
Pulled hamstring, bad eyesight. No, I'm ready for my match.
underway in a hurry in this one. CM Punk wasting no time in going after Jimmy Rave. I'm joined right now by Dave Prazak making his ROH commentary debut. And it looks like you're throwing right into the fire, Dave.
Well, no doubt about it, CM Punk wants to get his hands on the Embassy for what they did to him. I've never seen a fire lit under his ass like right now.
We have CM Punk, Colt Cabana, and Steve Corino against Jimmy Rave, Oman Tortuga, and the Weapon of Mass Destruction number 3. The winner of this match will face Generation Next, but I don't know if the winner is going to be in any kind of shape for a second round match the way this is going.
Yeah, this isn't a wrestling match. You see CM Punk with a chair in hand, Jimmy Rave chased into the ring. He's going to do everything in his power to get away from CM Punk, but he's got a lot of people to worry about at ringside.
It looks like the Weapon of Mass Destruction just clipped Punk right out that bad leg. Jimmy Rave taking advantage of Punk being down.
Just pounding away at the head.
Jimmy Rave blinded CM Punk last week in his own hometown of Chicago. He put out CM Punk's girlfriend Tracy Brooks with the Rave Clash. Punk's coming for revenge. Jimmy Rave, what a weekend he had last weekend in the Midwest in Dayton and Chicago, pinning AJ Styles and CM Punk in the same weekend.
The Weapon of Mass Destruction number 3 trying to go to work on the leg of CM Punk, extends the hand, in comes Oman Tortuga.
Hopefully the Weapon of Mass Destruction number 3 will fare a little better than the first 2 Weapons of Mass Destruction, who weren't very impressive. Oman Tortuga, one half of the Outcast Killers. His partner Diablo Santiago currently out with an injury.
Irish whip, CM Punk set across the ring. Tortuga comes charging with the leg in the corner. And a little bit of showboating, and connects once again. They get 3 this time. Punk gets the boot up right into the face.
Yeah, you see Punk hobbling though. That leg is definitely bothering him, especially after getting clipped earlier.
Nice Northern Lights suplex right there, but only 2. Going right after that leg of CM Punk, and he doesn't have his eyesight completely back. You know that he's banged up, but you also know that he's going to be very aggressive. He's very determined to get some revenge here tonight.
Notice once again Jimmy Rave striking only when CM Punk is down, rubbing Punk's face into the mat.
Just aggravating that eye injury, and again in comes the Masked Man as Jimmy Rave just holds CM Punk for the drop kick right to the face.
Did you hear anything, Dave, about Prince Nana having to raise taxes at Ghana to pay for this new Weapon of Mass Destruction?
Wow, he must be an impressive athlete, as now he's got him horse collared. Takes him over, putting more pressure on that leg.
The Embassy definitely isolating the weakness of CM Punk. Prince Nana has the whole bankroll of Ghana, West Africa behind him, and he has spent that money on Jimmy Rave, on this weapon. And CM Punk now, Pepsi twist.
So much for the Weapon of Mass Destruction right now as he struggles to work toward his corner as Prince Nana encourages him on. Punk needs to make the tag, and he does. In comes Steve Corino. Going to work on all members of the Embassy here. Corino with Jimmy Rave, set to the ropes, and connects with the back heel kick. In comes Tortuga, gets caught. Corino with the boot to the midsection, and the Masked Man as well. Combination maneuver on both members of the Embassy. Goes for the cover, but Rave breaks it up.
Very nice stunner DDT combination by Steve Corino.
Connects with the leg sweep, does the Weapon of Mass Destruction number 3, but this time Colt Cabana in to break it up.
Referee Mike Keener doing a good job getting Cabana out of the ring. Great to have Keener back in ROH.
Corino legally tags Colt Cabana into the matchup. Going to town on all members of the Embassy. He's got Tortuga now, set to the ropes. Leapfrog from Cabana, and the butt from behind. And Punk tags himself in. Jimmy Rave trying to get out of dodge, but Punk grabs hold of him and has him backed into the corner, but the Weapon of Mass Destruction to his aid. Now we got all 6 men in the ring.
CM Punk going straight for Jimmy Rave. I don't think he's interested in anything else tonight. I don't think he cares about being able to book himself in his own matches if he wins this tournament. He just wants revenge on Jimmy Rave, and who can blame him?
And just pounding away on Jimmy Rave, trying to cover up in the corner.
I'm gonna fucking kill you! You fucking understand me? You're a fucking dead man! You're fucking dead!
Punk making it very clear his intentions towards Jimmy Rave.
Rave back to his feet, but mistimed right there. Big boot for Tortuga. And again, Jimmy Rave scoots under the bottom rope to get away from CM Punk.
Looks like Rave and Nana are out of here.
Weapon of Mass Destruction number 3 gets planted in the center of the ring. Punk with the cover. No, he's got the Anaconda Visory. He's going for it, cranking away on the head.
It's a variation of it. The weapon taps. This one's over. CM Punk, Colt Cabana, and Steve Corino advancing to take on Generation Next. And Punk's not letting go of the hold. He snapped.
Tonight marks the first inaugural ROH six-man tournament. To the winner goes the spoils of booking any match you want. So you see, the stakes have been raised, and everybody here has something at stake. For me, I get to book myself in any match I want, and that's the first step in me becoming the first ROH Grand Slam champion. Hell, everybody's got something at stake. Tell them, Wardell.
All I care about is our team winning the first round and Homicide's team in the first round, so we can fight in the second round. That's all I want. That's all I need tonight.
Hey, guys, come here. Jay Lethal's been messed up really bad. Come here, damn it. Come on. Jay, what happened?
Somebody hit me.
Who hit you? Jay, goddammit, who hit you?
I don't know.
Who the fuck hit him? Shit!
Hey, we'll get you help, man. We'll get you help. We'll get you help.
First round action. Dunn and Marcos, the Ring Crew Express, teaming up with El Generico against the Rottweilers of Homicide, their leader, Ricky Reyes and Rocky Romero, the former ROH Tag Team Champions. And of course, you always have to watch out for Julius Smokes in their corner, as we have Marcos, nice arm drag there. Ricky Reyes to his feet, backing off into the corner. And here comes a very angry individual, CM Punk. What were you doing with the Weapon of Mass Destruction there? The match was over.
What was I doing with the Weapon of Mass Destruction? I was simply making an example out of the Weapon of Mass Destruction. See, I'm trying to send a message to Jimmy Rave, who ran like a little schoolgirl, and I can't seem to find him anywhere right now, so I might as well come back to the broadcast booth and do what I get paid to do, which is commentate.
What do you mean you couldn't find him anywhere? What were you going to do?
To Jimmy Rave, I was going to break his arm. I was going to take his eye out. I was going to do anything I could to hurt him.
Well, I don't want to take away from this match anymore, as Marcos is looking good here against Reyes. Another pinning combination, just a 2 count.
You got 3 of the goofiest looking guys in Ring of Honor, and they happen to be wrestling the Cinderella story of El Generico and the Ring Crew Express. I got you there, Bauer, didn't I? You thought I was talking about them.
You got it. Well, you know, I got to say the Ring Crew Express, they are lucky to be in this tournament tonight. In fact, they earned their way into this tournament tonight. They won Scramble Cage on the 3rd anniversary celebration week, part 1, and as a result, they got 10 times their normal pay, and they took the Carnage Crew spot in this tournament. The Carnage Crew of Logan DeVito lost that match. As a result, they are out of Ring of Honor for 90 days. Here comes El Generico. He is one of the new prospects that Ring of Honor is looking at, in addition to guys like Moriel Walker, Puma, who we saw last weekend, Kevin Steen, B-Boy. ROH looking at the hottest prospects in wrestling right now.
Lots of great hold-for-hold wrestling going on in this one right now. So far, the only Rottweiler to be in this match is Rick Noon. Tags to his partner, Rocky Romero, both skilled in striking and submission wrestling. It looks like they're going to go to work on the arm of El Generico.
Punk, I hate to take attention away from this match one more time, but after what we just saw in that last match, how is your leg feeling?
Well, my leg doesn't feel like it's all there. That's why it's wrapped up. I'm going to have to wrap it up one more time after that last match. The only thing that makes me, that keeps me standing right now is my hatred for Jimmy Rave. El Generico off the ropes and he eats an elbow. I'm doing my best to try to focus on this match, though, Bauer. It seems every single time I'm here and I'm in this booth, I got something else to talk about besides the match that's going on. And I want to give all 6 guys right here the credit they deserve. All tremendous talents.
El Generico looking sharp there.
Nice Mexican arm drag.
He's taking it to Rocky Romero, who is well-versed in Mexican-style wrestling. Romero holding onto the ropes, though. Look at that, nice trip by El Generico.
Romero, CMLL light heavyweight champion.
Generico taking it to him. 2 count only. When you're talking about El Generico, you're talking about a guy that's trying to earn his spot in ROH. And can you imagine if the Ring Crew Express and El Generico win this tournament? I mean, Generico would earn a job right there in one night as Homicide tags in.
If they want to win this tournament, they got to beat possibly the 3 toughest guys in Ring of Honor. And you got Homicide right here from the streets. Ricky and Romero from the LA Dojo. All these guys know how to wrestle. All these guys know how to brawl. Take it from me. I've been in the ring with all of them.
Kevin Dunn taking it to Homicide right now. Very impressive. A drop kick. Down goes the Dawn of the Rottweilers. Of course, Homicide embedded in that violent feud with American Dragon Bryan Danielson as Marcos comes in and they are working on the arm of Homicide.
And those 2 definitely have the potential to collide in this match, depending on how the win and losses go.
If the Rottweilers win and Bryan Danielson's team win, they will collide in the 2nd round. It'll be interesting to see what kind of match that any of these men would want if they win this tournament. Big DDT by Homicide. And the Bluebirds are out in Philly, and rightfully so when it comes to Homicide.
Well, you hear them voice their displeasure.
Right now, the Rottweilers are in control, and this is a very tough spot if you're Marcos, because these guys are proficient in tag team wrestling. Big kick there by Reyes. They are not going to make many mistakes in a tournament like this. There's a reason Reyes and Romero were champions for about 6 months.
It all boils down to how tenacious they are. You know, in some circles, people might call these guys pit bulls. It's exactly what they are. They don't quit. They don't stop. You hear that right there, getting barked at, shouting stuff.
You always have to watch out for Julius Smokes in the corner of the Rottweilers, as he's played factors in many of their matches. It's something that's really disgusting. That is not what Ring of Honor is about, yet Julius Smokes continues to interfere, continues to break the Code of Honor. The Rottweilers have no respect for the Code of Honor, and look at Romero there.
He's very proud of himself.
That's painful and insulting.
Man is defenseless in a tree of woe, and he's kicking him in the mush. Homicide tag back in. Looks like we got a triple team maneuver being set up right here. in the far side. Marcos whipped in. Big lariat, and right here we got vintage Rottweilers.
That's what this trios tournament is all about. Tag team action like we just witnessed.
It's going to be interesting to see who winds up in the finals of this tournament. Naturally, I'm going to have to say the Second City Saints are going to be there. But the second team, I'd say it's up for grabs, but I could potentially be looking at who I'm facing in the finals.
No doubt about that. And of course, you've had your war against the Rottweilers in the past. You see Homicide just taunting Generico and done. Teasing that Marcos could make the tag and cut him off in the last second.
Well, he was wise to keep himself in between his partners and Marcos. So if he did scramble to make that tag, he could easily put his weight on the man.
Homicide now is just ripping at the face of Marcos. I believe I see a little blood coming from the mouth of Marcos. One of those kicks might have busted open his mouth. Homicide trying to tear at that cut. Homicide so methodical.
He's definitely in control right here. Body slam with authority, and it looks like Homicide is on the apron. He's going upstairs.
He misses. That might have saved Marcos. Can he make the tag though?
Marcos is crawling to the wrong corner. He's through Homicide's legs and he tags.
Here comes Generico. Big cross body. Paul Turner just a 2 count. Look at that Rocky Romero right there.
Complete disregard for the rules.
Turner's got to do something about that. Look at Generico. Backbreaker. He continues to frustrate the Rottweilers.
Nice combo of kicks. 1, 2.
That might have been the chance of the Ring Crew Express as you see the blood trickling from the mouth of Marcos. Let's see, can Generico put Homicide away? This would be the upset of the year. Homicide up and over. Oh, big Larry to the back of the head. Oh, he takes off Generico's head. Cover. The Rottweilers advance.
Prazak back here in the booth as Jimmy Bauer had to step out to use the bathroom. CM Punk, two very interesting teams in this next matchup, namely the two experienced wrestlers of American Dragon Bryan Danielson and Samoa Joe, teaming with a newcomer here to Ring of Honor, one of the top prospects in wrestling today, Wardell Walker.
Well, it seems only fitting that on the night of trios, we have three color commentators. Count them, three, Dave Prazak. And right now, I'm no stranger to doing a little bit of commentary with you, so let's just do our thing, as all 6 men in this contest are surely going to do theirs.
6 men all looking for title shots coming up here. Of course, Spanky and James Gibson forming their team after a very impressive matchup against one another in Dayton, Ohio. Selected Nigel McGuinness, a guy with a lot of size, to take on Samoa Joe, who they certainly will have to battle in terms of the difference in size in this contest.
Well, it seems both these teams have been put together with a lot of strategy involved. I mean, Wardell's kind of a wild card. Not a whole lot of people know a lot about him. They haven't seen him that much, but Joe saw enough in him to pick him to be on this team. Nigel has been selected to not only offset Joe's size, but also maybe counter a little bit of the British stylings of a One American Dragon.
And what an opportunity this is for Wardell Walker. Just the rub of teaming with two established athletes such as Samoa Joe and Bryan Danielson. And if he could come up with a victory in this tournament, that skyrockets him, to the top of Ring of Honor.
Well, that's what Ring of Honor is always about. I mean, if you think about it, not too long ago, a lot of people didn't know who Austin Aries was. We could very well see Wardell Walker come out of this match with some sort of a title shot.
Spanky takes out the legs from Walker, front chancery applied as Walker works his way back up to his feet, jockeying for position right here as Walker backs him into his own corner, tags in Bryan Danielson.
Enough of Wardell Walker right there. Tags in James Gibson. Quick arm drag. Browns, American Dragon, both men back up to their feet. You hear that crowd? You hear that?
They are primed to see a classic between these two of the best scientific wrestlers in Ring of Honor today, and very cautious here as they lock up for the first time.
Well, the person who makes the first mistake in a match like this is probably going to be on the losing team.
Bryan Danielson looking for the Greco-Roman knuckle lock here.
Interestingly enough, Prazak, if Wardell Walker could come out of this match with a title shot, he could go after the pure title, which is something that later tonight Jay Lethal is vying for. Jay Lethal being Samoa Joe's protege. Oddly enough, Samoa Joe kind of taking Wardell under his wing after their match on 219, much like he did Jay Lethal. Seems Samoa Joe's got a thing for the young kids.
Yeah, trying to help them out, trying to give them some opportunities in professional wrestling and help them develop as wrestlers, as still holding onto the Greco-Roman knuckle lock. One hand kicked away as now Gibson in command. Danielson rolls through and connects with the drop kick, taking Gibson down and out to the floor.
Two guys that know each other very well have a counter and a reversal for everything they can throw at each other. As you see the look on Gibson's face right there is, okay, you got me. You got me the one time, but next time I'm going to get you. He scored with that drop kick. Gibson now cautiously getting back into the ring.
And Danielson awaiting the return of James Gibson, extends the hand, and in comes the former Ring of Honor World Champion, Samoa Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you need an introduction to Samoa Joe, well, you're talking to the right guy. Joe can do it all. He's quick, he's deceptively agile, he hits very hard, and in there right now with him is Nigel McGuinness. You know a little something about Nigel, Dave. Why don't you explain to the people exactly who Nigel McGuinness is?
A master of the European style of wrestling. These are the two largest men in this matchup. Going hold for hold with Samoa Joe, but take nothing away from Nigel's power in that ring as well. He can strike as well as he wraps the legs around Joe's head, takes him over with those legs wrapped around the head and the neck of Samoa Joe. And he's got his shoulders down on the canvas there for a near fall. Todd Sinclair getting right in there.
Another interesting thing about the Indie Dream Team right here is all of them are vying for title shots. And I do believe all of them are vying for the same title. It seems everybody's trying to go after that world title. I mean, a lot of people might not think Nigel is deserving of such a shot, but he's taken Joe to the limit, and he's beaten Homicide in this very building, I believe, which is an impressive feat. It's unfortunately not something I can say I've done.
Floating over the body of Samoa Joe and grabbing the side headlock as Joe works his way back to his feet, the cravat around the head and the neck of Samoa Joe, but he works his way out of it and sweeps the leg of Nigel McGuinness. You can see the expression of pain on his face right there as Samoa Joe traps him in the camel clutch. And rocks back with it, pressure on the back, on the neck, and Joe just really sitting back with that.
And you see American Dragon right there.
Spanky getting in the ring, putting the boots to Samoa Joe to break it up. As he grabs Nigel, pulls him toward his corner, and in comes Danielson once again. Connects with the headbutt right to the back of McGuinness.
Well, he saw that Joe open up Nigel with that camel clutch. The American Dragon's going to pick apart the lower back of Nigel McGuinness.
Snapmares Nigel out of the corner, grabs the chin lock, but no, Nigel right into the wrist lock. Quickly maneuvering out of Danielson's attempt, and back in control for the moment. Danielson back to his feet. Rolling forward on the wrist lock, bridging back. Doing his best to counter two excellent technical wrestlers going at it right here, as now Danielson with control of the arm of the British competitor.
Putting pressure on that shoulder socket of Nigel McGuinness. Nigel, a thinking man's wrestler, does another one of his British escapes and goes right back to that wrist lock.
A game of human chess as now Nigel pulling Danielson toward his corner, and in comes Spanky. Going to work on the arm of Bryan Danielson, just clubbing away on that arm, keeping him down on the canvas, putting his body weight into the hold as well.
I'm still in awe of the amount of talent that is in this ring right now. I mean, this match alone is a main event in any arena across the United States. I mean, think about it. You have 6 of the top independent wrestlers. Spanky and American Dragon have had a rivalry going on for many, many years, and I think this is probably the first time they have been in a ring together in quite some time.
The side headlock takeover there by Danielson, cranking up on the head of Spanky as referee Todd Sinclair gets in there to check on his condition. And don't forget, we have a lot of established wrestlers, and we do have Wardell Walker on that apron right now, getting a great opportunity in this match.
Well, you better believe that Joe is giving him some pointers, telling him what to watch for. He's probably making sure Wardell keeps his eyes open and pays attention to the match.
And it's a lot of confidence being shown by Danielson and Samoa Joe, selecting Walker as their partner. They must see a lot in this kid.
Bridge break attempt by Spanky. 3 times and nothing. American Dragon has a very, very strong bridge. Back up to a vertical base. Monkey flips Spanky over. Releases the Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Sunset flip attempt.
Oh, only a near fall right there. And Spanky quickly turning around, and Danielson's ready for him.
You see right there Gibson with words of encouragement to Spanky on the far side. American Dragon tags into Wardell Walker.
And Spanky making the tag as well. Gibson coming back into the ring. You see how this top prospect, many people have pegged him to go very far. That 2005 will be the year of Wardell Walker in professional wrestling. And this is a good chance for him to show exactly what he's capable of with 3 men very well established in professional wrestling today.
He's definitely in there with one of the best light heavyweights in the world right now in James Gibson. Both men still jockeying for position. Gibson with a key lock takedown right to the head scissors. You hear Joe. Shouting words of encouragement, instruction maybe.
And now Walker with a shot to the back of Gibson, pulled into a neutral corner. Referee looking for a clean break, but Gibson going to work on the leg now, kicking away at the knee of Wardell Walker.
It's almost like that blue knee sleeve is almost a target.
Just driving the elbow down into the leg and pulling Walker toward the corner. As Nigel McGuinness with the assist, Gibson off the ropes now and comes down on that knee with tremendous force.
Winner of this match is going to face the Rottweilers in round 2. And once again, right there, Dave, that's one hell of a matchup. Either team coming out of this with a victory has to wrestle Homicide and the Rottweilers.
And you know, if Homicide and American Dragon step in the ring with one another yet again, we will see even more devastation in the ring, courtesy of the notorious 187.
Devastation and innovation right there by Nigel McGuinness, snapmaring the man in such a way that his leg hit the bottom rope. Very nice maneuver.
Nigel with forearms across the back of Wardell Walker, European uppercut, trying to stay on his feet. The corner sort of saved him from going down to the canvas on that hold, but Wardell firing back. Double strike across the chest.
And he just gets cleared out by Nigel McGuinness.
Reversal of the whip. Nigel takes the buckle, gets the boot up into the chest of Wardell Walker, turns around, Nigel off the second, leapfrogs over Walker, and a headstand in the corner from McGuinness. Spanky in, takes Walker down with the lariat. This brings James Gibson into the ring, sends Danielson to the floor. Samoa Joe takes Nigel off his perch. No, he moved out of the way and connects with a kick on Samoa Joe.
And it's breaking down in Philadelphia. Joe's down, Wardell's down.
Nigel McGuinness standing tall as he's got Samoa Joe in the corner. Another European uppercut from McGuinness. Strikes across the chest of Samoa Joe.
Nigel trying to wear out the former champ. These two met in Boston and It All Begins.
And again, Nigel McGuinness with that headstand in the corner, and Walker comes charging with the drop kick, taking him off his perch, goes for the cover, referee, turn around! Oh, only 2.
Wardell's still the legal man and showing that even he can learn at a fast pace, helping out his mentor Samoa Joe there when the time needed him to.
Some solid kicks to the legs of Nigel McGuinness right there, as now Walker plants him in the center of the ring with the slam. Standing moonsault down across the chest, hooks that leg, but no, only 2.
Showing his athleticism, but still looks a little lost in the ring. You hear Joe right there tell him to bring him over to the corner. He needs to possibly capitalize quicker or pick a body part and go to town. And that's exactly why Joe said, tag me in, kid.
Well, a tournament like this is a learning experience for Wardell Walker as he develops as a wrestler, as now Samoa Joe with a solid forearm strike to McGuinness has him down and slumped against the ropes. Pulling him back to his feet. Face first into the turnbuckle goes McGuinness.
Somebody's got a dirty face, Dave Prazak. Possibly some bad teeth as well. He is British.
And Samoa Joe gets a running start, but Nigel saw it coming and connects with James Gibson.
It appeared right there that Gibson dropped off the apron and moved Nigel. Great teamwork shown by, wait a second.
We got an airplane spin in the center of the ring.
I think Spanky wanted to sit there and laugh for a little bit. He's in there with Samoa Joe right now, and he's off and running.
I hope Bryan Danielson comes to his senses, man, as now it's a chasing game on the floor. Spanky trying to run away from Samoa Joe, pulls a photographer in the way.
Wait a second.
Joe just tosses her out of the way, Spanky back inside and pounding away on the back of Samoa Joe. Off the ropes comes Spanky, right into the power slam. senton down across the chest of Spanky, but Gibson breaks it up.
Gibson in there lightning fast. How many times do you see a 270-pounder do a back senton?
Wardell Walker tagged back in once again, kicking away at the chest of Spanky.
He always excitable, Wardell Walker. Shoots Spanky in. Spanky with a wheelbarrow roll-up attempt.
Kick to the midsection.
Ocean Cyclone suplex. Goes for the cover, hooks the far leg. Spanky uses his momentum to roll through the pinning attempt.
Walker trying to capitalize right here. Full Nelson applied. Going for the Dragon suplex. Spanky maneuvers his way into the ropes to force a break.
Spanky's fighting for his life in there.
Walker with the double strike across the chest. And once again, but Spanky firing back. Drives Spanky into the turnbuckle. Samoa Joe tags himself back in. Knee strikes now in the corner for Spanky.
Spanky needs to tag out and quick. The size difference here is much too strong. Vintage Samoa Joe.
Off the ropes he comes and drives the knee down into the side of the head of Spanky. Joe with the cover, but in comes Nigel to break it up. Spanky trying to reach to make the tag. Samoa Joe very wisely pulling him away from his own corner and tags in Bryan Danielson, dropping the knee himself.
Well, it seems they're doing a successful job of cutting the ring in half right now.
Twisting away on the leg of Spanky. Danielson rolls him on his chest.
You know what he's setting up for right here, this surfboard.
Trying to grab hold of the arms of Spanky. He tried to fight it off, but Danielson has him in his grasp. Rocking back and forth, and all the way back, putting pressure on several body parts all at once.
Wardell and Joe in, knocking their opponents off the apron so they can't make a save. And you know, for a guy with a bad hamstring like myself, I look at a hold like that, and it hurts even me.
Gibson comes in with the drop kick to break it up. As now Danielson tags in Walker once again, holding Spanky for him. As he immediately has his arms butterflied here. Submission predicament as Todd Sinclair asks Spanky if he needs to give it up. Still cranking away on this hold.
Almost a reverse full Nelson, and he wisely rolling back into his corner.
And driving knees into the chest as well.
Rolls one more time, but finds himself in the ropes.
Hold broken, Spanky trying to crawl toward his corner. Walker pulling Spanky back, extends the arm, and tags in Danielson once again.
Danielson and Spanky both trained together at the Texas Wrestling Academy where Shawn Michaels was running the show. So they do know each other extensively well, both wrestle in Japan a lot. And you see right there the fire in Spanky.
Trying to fight his way out of this corner and make his way to Nigel McGuinness and James Gibson, but driven right back into the corner once again. Danielson knocks Nigel off the apron, and Spanky drops Danielson face first to the canvas, makes the tag. In comes James Gibson.
Here's a pissed off redneck, ducks Wardell, drop kicks Joe low, Joe off the apron, swinging neck breaker by James Gibson.
He's got Wardell Walker sent to the ropes, meets nothing but the forearm of Gibson.
Snap suplex attempt scores. James Gibson's a house of fire.
Danielson stomping away at the back to break up the pin attempts. Headbutt from American Dragon. Gibson backed into the rope. High-risk dive right there, as now Danielson poised for something high impact himself. But no, Nigel pulls down on that top rope, and he goes out to the floor.
A lot of smart wrestling going on right now. Wardell down in the center of the ring. James Gibson climbing to that top rope. He's perched.
I don't know if Walker knows where he's at. Kick right upside the head of Wardell Walker by Gibson. Lateral press. Now he kicks out.
Looks like Gibson slipped off the top rope right there, Dave Prazak. It's pro wrestling. Anything can happen. Gibson caught with an over the head, belly to belly by Wardell Walker.
We're seeing just what Wardell Walker is made of right here as he takes another chance. Springboard moonsault off the second rope.
But in my opinion, showing his inexperience, he's beaten and he's bruised. He needs to tag out. He needs to tag to a fresh man.
Going for the hip toss, no. Catches Gibson. Gibson's got the head of Vordell Walker, and Samoa Joe in to break it up. Walker drives Gibson into the turnbuckle.
You see right here, Joe trying to suplex Gibson. Gibson once again goes low on the Monster Joe.
Driving the knees into the side of the head. Running knee this